I'll lead Rose down back into, I guess, the common area and find a
Well, you got
like
your
a
table,
quiet.
right? There's a
Yeah.
table in the corner that's kind of like seen as your groups now.
Okay. Yeah. As long as it's like away and
It is.
kind of tucked away.
Yep.
And I'll pull out. First, I'll say, please sit, and I need your help, and uh, I'll pull out the wad of papers that were folded up, and I will flip the pages to the image um, of the creature,
Okay.
and I'll ask her if she wouldn't mind reading to me what's on
Sure.
the pages, and I show her the paracha.
Okay. So
Uh, I'll say okay. I'll do this for you, but you owe me one, okay?
Uh, I will do anything you ask.
okay.
I'll
Please
proceed
help
to
me.
I'll proceed to go over what's written.
Okay. So, what you see here is it's a feline beast native to the mystical forest of spirits in Tanzia, which is Tianxia. I don't know how you actually pronounce it, but whatever. And they're
Tanshia.
Yep. In their natural form, these graceful eight-legged creatures support a gray tabby coat of fur streaked with lines of olive green, but they are
There's
rarely
a
seen.
there's a picture in the general chat, by the way.
Okay. They are rarely seen this way. Even the youngest parachas are capable of hiding within objects, making them incredibly elusive and rarely seen except on their own turn. They can so effortlessly blend in with the forest and emerge from dark corners in an instant. Superstitious locals believe these beasts to be related to kami, nature spirits who embody individual trees, stones, or other elements of nature in the forest of spirits. The truth is that while the parachas frequently associate with kami, they are their own breed of mysterious monster with powers over time and space that set them apart from natural spirit. The book goes on to relay about how uh, the there were a group of because Tanzia or Tanzi, what
Tangia.
Pangea, right? Um, is a different continent altogether from the one that you guys are on. There was a group of these that were believed to be native to this continent as well, that were hunted to extinction by a group known as the Harvesters. Um, but because one has not been seen here for quite some time. Their coat, right? Their skin, their fur, was seen to have mystical powers to help both commune with spirits and to protect, provide magical protection if something was made out of their coat, essentially. They're definitely known to avoid humans as well. But essentially, there's the theory is that the harvesters made some sort of pact with, some sort of whether it be a demon or a devil, to give them the ability to detect the local paracha. It does go on to mention the fact that the Tanzia variety, you know, needs to be protected, as they are, fascinating species that should be studied as opposed to hunted.
I'll turn to Forrest after I'm done reading it to him.
You
Are you
see a
looking?
tear in his eye.
Oh,
I have like a blank, like the 1,000 yard stare, and I'm just looking off, and you can see that he's definitely shaken.
what's wrong? Are you looking for these?
I am looking. Yes,
May I ask
for
why?
them, and I guess Forrest is just gonna let out a long drawn breath and be, I believe these harvesters are the ones that destroyed my home.
How long ago did that happen?
Oh, I was very young. I couldn't even read yet.
Sorry that happened to you. I can tell you that it's no fun when others do something that's out of your control. If you ever need help down the line, I'm happy to help.
I am in your debt, truly. There's nothing else in the pages.
I mean, the pages just go on to talk about, the various locations that they were most of it's rumor and speculation, right? But you're able
Mm-hmm.
to, you know, with some of the crudely sort of hand drawn maps and things like that, you're definitely able to see sort of areas that you can identify as areas that you're familiar with, right? Especially from a forested area. Um, the some of the they might be off by a bit, but they're close enough to areas that you recognize that you can identify. But you also see that there is um, the number of sort of the total land mass that's being indicated. It's much larger than what you had anticipated,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's not like it was just to your particular area. That's it for that particular entry. That's all that there is.
Okay.
There is approximately 19 other pages worth of stuff if you want, if you want to peruse those. But yeah, I guess I think you said like 20 on each side, so quite a few other pages.
If anything pertains to parachas or
No,
harvesters,
it's
then yeah.
probably a 3-page entry that pertains to them. But 2.5 pages or 2 pages are maps, when the rest of it's what I've read so far.
I would take the pages pertaining to the parachas back. I'd fold them back up and store them
Okay.
and just say uh, back to back to Rose. This is a matter of great importance to me. I would appreciate uh, your discretion.
You can count on me. I guess I'm holding some remaining pages, and if he doesn't need them, I'll just use produce flame and burn them away.
Okay.
Yep.
So you produce flame, and you're just gonna hold it to the pages.
Yeah, to the
They
ones that
don't.
he doesn't need.
They don't burn.
Oh shit.
Hmm. Whoa,
I look at
interesting.
Forrest and I tell him I really do think we should all get out of town soon, unless we're planning to get seriously involved with the stuff that's happening here. Although, pretty sure we're all runaways for some reason. I don't know if we should stay here any longer.
There's something very unsettling about this place. I agree.
Let's head back upstairs. And if we do, I'm gonna try to see if like anyone's awake, or Cal specifically, since he was the one that was whispering me during dinner, to point out the pages to him.
Mhm.
Well, Forrest is going to head to the forest, right?
Well, I don't think we're going to bed quite yet.
Okay. All right.
Correct, yeah.
So the two of you head back upstairs. You open the door on the left, which is where Cal is staying, and you see everybody asleep in their beds, Cal included.
I'm gonna wake Cal up.
Okay, so you go over to Cal and kind of like, do you want to touch him? Do you want to say something to him? How are you going to wake him up?
Be very specific.
Damn it.
I'm gonna turn to Forrest and be like, "Can you wake up Cal?"
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
I'm going to gingerly slide into the bed next to Cal,
Wow.
face to face. and
With
I'm
my
gonna go,
background, the slight bit of weird
Ow.
pressure,
Is your
I
shirt
am
off?
immediately up.
So when you
Wake
no,
up!
hold
and
on.
then I'm gonna blow on his
No.
nose.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
So as you derobe and get into bed,
Nice.
Any
Nice.
slight pressure difference because of how I used to sleep,
sure,
I would wake up.
all right. If this was a
Sorry.
usual circumstance, sure. But as you fall into bed, you realize that the world around you is getting dark. And as you attempt to arouse Cal in this very humorous way, you find yourself falling into sleep. And as you go to sort of reach out to him to rouse him, you're asleep.
Forrest, you fell asleep?
I fell asleep?
My guy.
No save? No nothing? Just
Nope,
asleep?
just sleep. It's amazing because you've never slept in a bed like this before.
No, that's bad. I can't do that.
Because
Yep.
the bed is so
Oh
comfy and he's never tried
my
one before.
God.
So.
Okay, I slammed the door against
So
the
now
wall and
you've
be
got
like,
a
"Wake up!"
naked Forrest and Cal
I need to
just
get
asleep,
up.
spooning each other. So
No, it's so bad.
So
Okay.
good.
No, it's not good. It's not good at all.
Well, I'm clearly okay. I'll just slam the door against the wall and try to wake everyone up and be like, "Forrest, do they wake up?"
no.
No one wakes up.
No.
Oh no. Shit.
You finally realize.
Okay. When Forrest laid down to sleep, that's when he fell asleep, or did he
Yeah,
touch
it's-
him
yeah.
and then fall asleep?
No, it's like he was totally awake, and then he kind of gets under the covers, right? And then
I didn't get under the.
out. Yes, you did. Oh, come on. Everybody saw it. That's what you were going for. So yes.
No,
That's
I was
exactly what
trying
happened.
to wake Cal up,
Yeah,
but I
no,
was
you were
trying to
like-
not wake anyone else.
It
No.
doesn't matter.
In bed, not
Yeah,
on
you
the
He
said
bed.
lay
get in bed.
down in the bed.
Exactly. So when he did that, because he had a little mischievous look on his face. He's like, "Oh, I'll go wake him up, all right." And so then he goes over there, and as soon as his body hit the bed, boom, out.
God, I should have turned into a rooster and just cock-a-doodle dude.
Is
Oh, that would've been
everyone's asleep, including like the pets? Because don't you guys have pets?
There's
Yeah.
3
so
pets.
Yeah.
Are
so
they
the-
asleep as well, or can I wake them up?
When you slam the door, they're not in the bed with them. So yeah, they probably kind of, the dog specifically definitely would have looked up at you, maybe even growled a little bit.
Do I know if the pets ate the food or not, or is it just everyone else?
Well, you know that the dog did. The dog was, the snake wasn't there. I don't know what the third pet would be. I guess the bear, but the
bear.
bear's not
The
here.
bear.
And the dog
he at?
woke up,
I
but
don't know.
everyone else. So
In
the dog
forest
woke up.
someplace. The
But-
dog definitely woke up and or did a little, "Arr," and then like looked and saw it was you and was just like, did the little head cock thing.
Can I try to shake one of them awake?
Shake one asleep.
Who are you gonna shake?
I'll shake Forrest since my guy was just awake a second ago.
Okay. So you're just gonna kind of, and no, he's shaking. He's unresponsive. He snores a little bit.
Can I produce flame and wake him up with fire?
Okay. So you're going to hit him with the,
Wait a
the
minute.
flame. You're gonna drop. You're gonna drop
Wait a
a
minute.
ball of fire into a
Do it.
bed.
Yep, I'm doing it. I already said I'd do
You're
it.
setting the
Isn't
bed on
Forrest
fire.
immune to
Oh,
fire?
also there?
Yeah, he's immune. That's why I said Forrest.
But
Okay.
is
Yeah,
he
Cal
asleep
was right
by
there
his
too.
couch?
Right next to you.
I am right here.
Okay, well, I'm.
It's a worthy
I already
sacrifice.
said I'm
No
doing this.
No retconning. She already said she's
I'm
doing
not.
it.
I never go back on my word.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's
High five,
go.
Bar.
High five.
Oh no.
So You stand above Forrest and Cal, asleep in a wonderful slumberland.
Uh-oh.
And after slamming the door to no avail, you decide that the next most logical course of action is going to be to burn this motherfucker down. And you say a little incantation and
Turn
produce
down
some
for
flame, and then
Uh-huh.
hold it over Forrest, trying to, sort of predict when you release the flame that it will hit Forrest and only Forrest somehow, while also not lighting the bed on fire, or do you not care if the bed gets lit on fire?
I assume I can just like put my hands directly on. Oh God. Okay.
Yes.
You set this
Yes,
up for
you
me.
can. Go on, please.
You fucking set this up for me. I hate you.
Every episode. Just
I-
can't help herself.
Fuck
Puts herself into
you.
these weird situations. I don't know. What's
You put my character on top of them. How was I supposed to
No,
do?
no.
No,
You did
you
this.
did.
You did this.
I put my hands on Forrest's head and I produced flame straight into
Okay.
his head.
Okay.
Into his head. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
You couldn't have
immune.
said his arm. You had to use the word head specifically. Okay, so you do that.
Okay.
And-
Well,
And the flames come up, but then you watch in amazement as they don't seem to really have any effect. Forrest does the
Nothing?
same thing with his head that the cat did with Danny's head, where he's just like trying to get you to scratch his head, apparently.
Very
God.
apt gift there, Elaine.
okay.
Which one?
I'm gonna go to.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to Rakana.
So
And-
leaving the room.
So you're leaving the room and going to the other room.
Oh, because
Is
it's
the
only.
fire still burning?
No, the fire's on my hands, and then when it goes off, it's magical, right? So it comes out of my hands.
Cal, Gib, Danny, and now Forrest in the left room.
Cal,
The
Gib,
other
Danny,
bed
Forrest.
is for the other bed that's in there that's empty is for Queso, who's not here.
Okay. Okay. I thought they were all the same reason. Okay. I'll try to do it on Cal again. I mean, the same thing I did to damage, but this time I'll do it on Cal, but on his arm.
Yay!
His arm, not his
Okay.
head.
Okay.
Why are we
Um,
waking people up
Just
with fire?
minor damage. I'm not trying to kill anyone. I'm
Because
just.
she doesn't have water.
Go ahead and roll damage.
You could be doing electric arc here. and be
Lap
trying-
number?
I
Something
thought
like
about
it's
it.
gonna go
That'd be
straight
kind of
for
cool,
fire.
you know, if I just like electrified everyone at the same time. But I'm a fire person. So
Try
it's
to
valid.
give me an attack roll and roll damage.
Does she really need to roll an attack here?
Yeah, because if she gets a 1, she's gonna set the bed on fire. So let's see it.
That might
Well,
work
that's
too.
That's not a roll.
Hold on, it's the same problem as before.
Okay.
Oh, it has a syntax error. How did you fix
So,
it?
so Mar, to fix the syntax error, is just it doesn't have anything inputted for like the damage roll. So you need to put how much damage it'll deal. So produce flame. You see the damage is blank next to the on and off option. How much damage would produce flame do? 1d4 or
Oh,
I think I have that one.
Should be 1d4. What's on it?
1d4? So now you
1d4.
Plus your
okay.
Plus spellcasting modifier.
I see how you did it. Okay. I rolled.
So yours is charisma.
Yeah, so 9
Mhm.
points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take
Wow.
I take 9.
You take 9 points of damage.
Do I wake up?
You do.
Nice.
You wake up with Rose standing above you.
Flames in hand.
Grabbing your arm, right, and your entire arm is on fire. And you.
My other fist is halfway to her already.
The only thing that seems even more odd is the fact that there's a half naked Forrest in bed with you for some reason. And yeah, no, it looks like she's attacking you, trying to
Yeah,
kill you.
My fist is halfway to her already.
Okay. Go
Oh,
ahead and
he's
roll
already
your
attacking?
attack.
Okay.
You
PvP
realize
time.
it's under forest.
PP.
Okay. Fabulous. Roll damage. Oh, lucky.
At least
That-
it's minimum.
Yep. So 5 points of damage, Mar. As a
Well, I
glancing
haven't
blow.
rested, right? So hold on.
Right. That
But-
is correct.
But you
have not
did
rested.
get healed.
We were
You did
fully
get
healed, though.
Yeah, you were fully healed from before.
Okay. Hold on. Stop.
Okay.
Listen.
Oh,
There's
you're
only
talking-
going to be the one throw, because before I realized who it was.
Sure.
Sorry,
It is weird because like when
Go
you
ahead.
when you came out of your deep sleep, you could swear that there was this huge sort of like horned, devil, basically above you, trying to like bring you down into the pits of hell or whatever. And then you go and you swing at it, and then you realize,
It's
that, oh
probably
god,
where I
it's
belong
just
anyway.
just Rose, right? And you're wondering why the hell, like your pajamas, if you're wearing your normal gi or whatever, or if you've got, night clothing on, it's still on fire.
I'm standing up, just kind of ignoring the forest and trying to pat my shoulder.
I'm gonna
out.
help him to put it out.
Okay.
I was
So you
not
put it
trying
out.
to attack you. I was just with Forrest. We were looking over the papers that he took, and the papers were magical. So Forrest came to wake you, and then he fell asleep. So I was worried that he entered some sort of trance. Tried to wake him up, but he doesn't wake up. And then I tried to wake you up, and it worked. So maybe Forrest just has something going wrong with him. I don't really know.
Can I
Not
grab
wrong with
Forrest and
Ty.
just kind of pull him out of the bed?
Push him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
kick him
pull
out.
him.
Or you want to?
I get on the other side of him,
Okay.
where I'm up facing the bed, put both hands on him, and just pull him out of the bed.
Okay.
I don't care how hard he hits the floor. I'm just pulling him
Yep.
out of the bed.
So, he hits the floor with a pretty loud thud. Go ahead and take 2 damage.
Okay.
From the fall. And
is that bludgeoning?
yes.
Oh, then I take no damage.
Okay. Well,
Then you're not awake, are you?
but yeah. So then you won't be awake. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah,
so.
I have. So in human form, I have
So you watched
damage resistance.
Hey, you don't. Let's not. Break the fourth wall
Sorry.
here.
Sorry.
So, you grab Forrest, roll him out, and bam, slaps right on the floor, and a little bit of drool comes out as he's just like face down on the floor, snoring still.
I point at him and I'm like, "See, I told you." He's not waking up.
I kind of just slightly kick him under the bed.
Okay.
You're just throwing me under the bed?
Did you just kick him like to hide his body or some shit?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. After a couple minutes, you probably wake up. You're a little cold. So.
Oh, I do.
But in the couple of minutes, as I just kind of look at Rose, and I just kind of motion underneath the bed. Really?
Wait, what? What
Him?
really?
You had to get him to try something?
Oh, well, there's a fourth wall I can't talk about here, so we're just gonna move past this point. Anyways, the papers that we took are magical, so...
It is a lazy carpenter that blames their tools, Rose.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Amazing choice of vocabulary. We're still moving past that. I'm a bit concerned we might be overstaying in this place, and I'm not sure if we're determined to solve this mystery for whatever reason, even though we have really nothing that we owe these people. We may want to leave soon, considering that these pages were clearly magical and they're likely being tracked, and this man seems very suspicious from what we saw already.
Cal, you let Rose continue to kind of blather, right?
Yeah.
But she seems like she's getting overly paranoid to you.
Okay.
At this point, am I starting to rouse?
Sure. You realize that you're on the floor of one of the rooms in the inn, underneath a bed. You look and
I'm
you
gonna
can
start
with
you
two
see
sets
two
of
sets of
feet
ankles
on the
You
outside
see
the bed.
Two sets of ankles, standing very close to you.
I'm gonna. Ah! What's going on?
Okay.
Shut up.
Nice.
Are you gonna try and stand up?
I'm going. Well, I'm.
You're still under the bed.
Yeah. So I guess
God,
like when
Shan,
I
way
wake
to
when I
ruin an
wake up,
opportunity.
I'm
Shan,
going
No,
to
damn it.
like
too
jerk.
easy.
He wanted him to grab someone's ankles. Okay, he laid it out for him.
No,
You want
gonna,
to just get
like-
up with the bed.
exactly. I wanted to get him with the bed on top of him, but go ahead.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I'm
was
gonna
too
like
easy.
Now we
jerk my
know
head
who
up.
here has slept underneath in a bunk bed before.
Right. So what are you doing? Damage.
I'm gonna, jolt awake. Gonna like jerk my head up, hit my head on the top of the underside of the bed. Ah! Why am I under here?
Because you were in my bed.
Nonsense! I would never sleep in a bed.
I look at Rose.
I look at Cal.
Mm.
Ah,
Why?
Cal, you're
But
awake.
anyway.
Why did
You're
you
awake,
let him
Cal.
do that?
Cal,
I'm awake.
We
Now
need to
shut up.
talk. We need to talk.
Rose has told me.
you
Yay! Not allowed to stay in one place for very long. God damn it, my life.
You're worried that your two friends are suffering from some sort of sleep deprivation, neuroses, and you think that the best course of action for them would be to get a good night's sleep.
How about we get some rest and talk about this in the morning?
Or even the afternoon.
Yeah. Cal, it pops into Cal's mind, like, it's already morning. How about we talk about this after lunch? After we all get some sleep.
No one else in the room who was asleep wake up with all this noise?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna point that out.
I kind of just
guess
walk
I wouldn't
over.
know because I just woke up, so I
I
wouldn't.
kind
have
of just
really
walk
noticed.
over, scritch the dog.
The dog likes
You're
the scritches.
scratching the dog?
I just scritch the dog on the head.
Okay. Dog loves it.
Walk back to the bed where the two are.
Okay.
Let's get some sleep. Talk about this with clear minds in the morning. I am exhausted.
I am going. Well, shit, no, because I wouldn't know that.
Please remain in character.
And I kind of crouch down to Forrest.
I wouldn't know that everyone's asleep, or that everyone was having a hard time getting awake. So I am doing nothing.
Is Forrest standing, or is he still on the ground at this point?
Nope, I'm standing at this point.
Okay, I look at you. If I find you in my bed again, odds are this or this, and I make the wolf claw, is going to be coming your way. And I don't want to hit people that I don't have to.
You find it interesting that he's accused you for a second time in under 30 seconds of getting into bed with him.
Yeah. I have never and would never sleep in a bed.
You just did. Rosa told me you tried to wake me up by climbing on or into the bed.
Ah, Rose! I was supposed to wake him up, but he was already awake.
You do remember.
My job here is done. Is that the favor I owed you?
That's not the favor, and you didn't do it. Actually, you passed out on the bed, and then I woke him up. But
You
Some
do
might
remember
think
that
delusional.
you do remember that Rose asked you to wake him up. You don't remember much that happened after that until you hit your head on the bottom of the bed. But Cal certainly seems to be telling the truth.
Don't do it again. And I turn to Rose. Sorry, reflex.
No, you're fine. Rose is just standing there, thinking.
Was I that hard to wake up?
Yeah. Actually, I slammed the door against the wall, and no one even moved. So I was worried that everyone was in some sort of trance. That's why I kind of resorted to a bit extreme.
I grab a bedroll out of my bag, lay it on the ground, and climb into it.
Okay.
I am not sleeping on that bed.
What about everyone else? Do you think we should do anything?
They can do whatever. I need sleep. I need to be able to wake up if necessary.
So you climb into the bedroll
Yep, on the floor.
on the floor. Go ahead and give me a will save.
Welp.
Yeah, you are feel compelled to get back into bed.
Oh shit!
Do we see this happening?
Do we just see him pass out right away?
Can I grapple him?
You literally see probably not. I mean, he's a lot faster than you are. You know,
Is he
you and
bolting
Rose
to
are
bed?
sitting there talking to each other. He gets out his bedroll and lays it down. I mean, are you literally going to just stand over top of him and watch him? No, you're going to go about doing whatever it is that you're doing.
Well, we're trying to have a conversation. So if I see him roll out a bedroll and then look at the bedroll he just laid out and then turn to get back into the bed that he was just having difficulty,
No,
I'd want to grapple.
he gets into the bedroll.
Okay.
And lies down. But after a moment, he's like, you know what? I really want to be back in bed. And gets in bed.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll just turn to Rose and ask her what just happened. Because at this point, you're the only one I truly trust.
Do I have a sense that something is off here? Like, does my
sense
character?
many
I'm
things are
asking
off.
to Pouties. Like, do I have a sense that something is off here with what Cal just did?
Yeah, you find it peculiar that he'd get out of bedroll, lay down for a couple seconds and then immediately get back into bed, but it does seem like the bed would be much more comfortable than the bedroll. Maybe he just thought better of it, and you don't know that he had to roll a will save in order for that to happen.
Right. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I
That's
mean?
why I'm asking. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's more that it does seem odd because he didn't even put the bedroll away. He literally just
It's
got
like,
up.
I did say what I said out loud.
Yep.
Okay. And who left? If Shion and who went with him?
Queso.
Queso. Okay. And how split are we across the rooms?
So in this room, you have Danny and
Cal and Gib.
Yep. In the other room, you have Lucian in a chair, Shayless in bed, Daisy in bed.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
Rakana.
I'm in there too.
Oh, Rakana in bed.
But there are all those other ones, Daisy, Rukana, and Lucian are in the same room or different rooms?
Yes, no, they're all in the same room.
Okay. I turn to Forrest. So something seems off here. Either we take turns taking watch if we can't force them awake. Maybe we try to get them in the same room at least. I can go to the other room and wake up the other ones one at a time and at least get them to sleep in here. Something doesn't seem right.
I'm confused about the events of the last few minutes. but
Well,
I trust you.
yeah.
I will come with you.
Alright. Let's go to the other room. And
I'll follow Rose.
Okay.
You
open the other room.
Yeah.
And this is the more. I don't know if you were here when I described this room originally, but this is the room that has sort of like the big like post beds. This is a much more elegant and extravagant room. Fireplace. The ceilings have like what's it called? Fabric that is kind of draped from them that creates sort of like a cloud type feeling. you see all of your companions completely, passed out in their beds, except for Lucian, who's kind of squirming in a chair.
No,
Okay.
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Ah.
try.
I'm guessing
What?
there was a
Did you need something, Elaine?
There
I'm
was a
still
snake.
here.
Runaway
Snake
cat.
Oh.
Sorry.
yeah. I figured it was something that was happening in IRL. So yeah.
No, 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 no. Zidane, go downstairs.
So go ahead.
Okay. I'll turn to Lucian first, since he seems like the most likely to wake up, and try to wake him up just by moving him, or like
Okay.
shaking him awake.
Okay. Cadence, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Do I wake up?
Yeah. No, it's you see Rose. You feel Rose shaking you awake. It kind of startles you a little bit, but
So I just look at her, and then is Forrest in there too?
Yep.
Look at Forrest and look back at her and ask what's going on.
Something seems off. I explain what's been going on and ask him and Forrest to help me wake up the other two that are in the room, to at least see if they wake up and if we can get them to go to the other room.
roll a diplomacy check to me, please, Mar. So, she seems a little out of it. And she hasn't really explained herself sufficiently in your mind as to why you would interrupt somebody's sleep.
I look over at Forrest and I ask him the same question. Forrest, what's happening?
We are unsure, but it's all very unsettling. Please.
What are you expecting me to do?
Whatever Rose asks of us.
Do you remember the scene that you saw in the secret room
Yes.
on the island? And that kind of comes flooding back to you, and you question why all of a sudden Forrest seems to have a completely subjugated himself to Rose.
Who else is in the room with us? It's
Rakana
Anna
and Daisy and Shayless.
Okay, I'm going to get up and try to wake Daisy.
Okay. How would you do that?
Just like a nudge against the shoulder, kind of. Wanted to. Do the same.
Nudging Rakana is like, pushing against a mountain. Not much happens.
She snores loudly.
I'd walk
Yes.
over to the side of Rakana and kind of like, not hard, but like not softly either. Start slapping the cheek.
The butt cheek?
Which one?
Not the butt cheek. God damn it!
What? You said it.
You got me.
You
doing
said
it
it.
now.
You said it.
No.
You two are just a good pair, a beautiful pair.
He's violating you.
Listen, I didn't even say anything when you said I'm gonna come with Rose, so I let that one slide. But this one was just far too obvious.
You
slap
did it to
on
yourself,
Did
her
that to
mouth
yourself.
cheek.
Okay,
Sorry.
mouth cheek.
I mean,
that's what they call them.
it's
They call them
still
mouth cheeks.
it's still a hole, so I'm confused where you're going with it, but whatever.
So yeah, on her face, right? So you're gonna slap her on the
Yeah.
face a little bit. Okay.
Yeah,
You know, her
not super hard, but forceful enough to be,
her hand comes up. Her hand comes shooting up with lightning fast reflexes and grabs your wrist and just squeezes as hard as possible. Why don't you go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Rakana?
Sure.
It's like I imagine something like this.
All right, so you take 6 points of damage.
Yes, that's exactly how we did it.
So you take 6 points of damage as she just like crushes down on your wrist with her bare hand, and then she kind of throws your hand aside, and her arm falls back down to her side.
but she's awake.
Nope.
She just made
My
you in her
sleep
sleep.
reflexes
God.
are strong.
She
broke your
has
wrist
sleep
in her sleep.
reflexes. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And then I'll check Shayla's for good measure just to see if she wakes up.
So you're gonna how are you gonna do that?
Just nudge her like the same as I did the other two. I'm
Um,
not walking into any of these traps.
Sure. She as you touch her, right? She turns, looks at you, gets a huge smile on her face,
God.
and kind of throws back the covers to welcome you into bed.
The hell did you do that for?
Okay. I just shake my head and turn around to the others.
He's like, wait, where are you going?
Don't worry about it.
What? How?
Okay.
You're gonna, I thought you were, and she just kind of
You had to do it.
rolls over. You might hear a
Alright.
She'll
little
get over it.
sobbing.
So I will take a step back from Rakana's bed, I guess, grasping my arm, go, fuck. And
So with at that exclamation, Shayla's sits up in bed.
Smooth.
Man, she is thirsty.
yeah,
No.
damn. Crazy.
She heard the word.
She's like, yes,
She-
please.
she just sees that something's happening now. Now she understands that something's going on. She kind of like just is trying to figure out what's happening.
Well, I guess as she sits up, she'll see me cast
Holding your
a
wrist? Okay.
heal on myself
Okay.
to heal the broken bones, whatever.
Okay.
What is that? 1d8?
I mean, if you're using a spell, yes.
Yeah, it's heal spell.
Okay.
So yeah, 1d8.
If you're using healing, you may as well just go all the way and heal everyone. I think there's been
No
more
one-
damage than just her.
No.
I mean, Cal
Yeah,
in
but
the other
that's-
room has been damaged.
Yep.
Yeah, Cal's in
And
the other
Rose has
room.
been damaged.
Yep.
Oh, that's true. You could heal Rose.
It heals everyone within 30 feet, so you don't even need to target them.
Yeah.
Does that?
Just a 3-action heal.
Oh,
Doesn't cost anything more.
okay.
yeah.
It doesn't cost anything more. Okay,
Nope.
and it's the same 1d8.
No, it's actually more. I think it's 1d8 plus 8.
Yeah, you get a
8
bonus.
plus 8. Okay, so I'll do.
This would
Okay,
hit
so you're
people
fully
in the
healed.
other room.
I'll do that, and I'll add a bonus.
Did you miss the plus 8 part? People have taken like less than 8 damage, so you're good.
Yeah,
mean,
I'm fully
I
healed.
took
Okay.
9.
Oh, well, I still want to do this just to see if, because
Please.
I changed a bunch of options.
Yes. That did nothing.
That did nothing. Why?
Because they're full health.
Cal took
There you go.
So
9
why
HP,
did-
so
2. That did not work either.
Well,
'Cause
plus, yeah, it's not working the
So
way
10.
I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to roll it as a damage spell, basically. So.
Oh, I see. I did that actually. Let me see if it's working.
Yeah, but I added the option to add bonuses to rolls, and it tried adding the bonus to like the attack roll, which isn't a
okay.
thing. So I was hoping that would do.
Well, anyway, you healed everybody.
Okay, and then
You see Daisy kind of flip over.
Yeah, mine is working.
And Daisy isn't rousing either, right?
Well, I don't. Well, I believe Lucian. Did you try and wake Daisy up, Lucian?
With a nudge.
Yeah. No, they just rolled over.
What if I do this?
Uh-oh.
I tell everybody to cover their ears, and then I cast Ghost Sound, and I do like a rooster at the level of 4 humans shouting.
I was about to do something.
That's gonna wake up
That's-
everyone in the building and probably the surrounding
It's the
area.
morning, though.
Yeah.
He's just waking
You're
up.
doing this so other people in the building will hear this. Yes.
Oh, whoever.
Okay. So
It's the
Love
same as heal, basically, but it's a sound instead of healing.
Okay.
okay.
Do it.
It's a 30-foot range.
Yeah.
Sure, but it goes in all directions. So like below you.
Can
Yeah?
I face it? Can I face it towards the sleeping?
Wait,
It's a 30-foot emanation.
Emanation. So
Oh.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
So
do
it's
it
not
anyway.
me.
you like put it in the corner and
I'm
maybe.
committed.
ghost sound.
Love it.
All right. So there's this,
It's
you have everybody close their ears, and there's just a massive.
Close the ears.
Yeah, with their hands.
Cover.
Yeah, cover their ears. Yeah, and there's a big, cacophony of sound.
Sounds like a very, very, very large rooster.
Shayla's like, for the first time ever, kind of looks at you with a very peculiar look, and says, "That's a mighty big cock." No, that's not what she said.
Oh my god.
But she's got her ears covered, thankfully. And yeah,
Did the others wake?
no.
I put a pillow over the side of my head.
You hear some movement downstairs.
Oh man.
You're gonna get us kicked out of the town regardless at this point.
I'll show Lucian, like, this is what I mean. Like, they're not waking up. Cal woke up for like a second, and then he
I woke up for a
got
couple
out.
minutes.
He got out a bedroll and then laid back down and went straight to sleep, not seeming concerned at all.
Let's see here. Hold on, I gotta go through all these.
You can try again. Maybe get something like.
There's a knock at the door.
Yep.
There it is.
Okay, I open it.
Housekeeping.
Okay, Bethania's there. She's got a scowl on her face, and says, "What's all this racket?"
What racket? Can I roll deception check?
Sure.
Nice. Smooth.
Oh my
god. She lets you know that she's impressed with the attempt, right? But she's familiar, she has spent the last decade in this inn, and she knows all the sounds, and she certainly knows a racket when she hears one. You're surprised by the fact that she's able to see through your, brilliant attempt at a ruse.
Guys, it was a really good attempt.
It was. It was. So you are a little surprised that she was able to see through it. Her stature, both in height and in life, does not necessarily belie her experience. And she's like, I know that I heard something coming from here. We also don't have any, roosters in the building. So what is it that you are all trying to do?
Has anybody come up here recently that wasn't one of us?
Other than you guys? No. No one would have any reason to. Nobody's allowed into these rooms other than you. You can see that she's actually on the other side of the threshold still.
Yeah.
Oh, she hasn't walked into the room.
She has not.
Can
What seems to be the problem?
Can I tell if she's lying?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Can I do the same?
Absolutely.
Maybe instead of that, you should do a sense motive.
Sure. You do that.
I already rolled.
Yeah,
I already
It's
rolled
still
two.
it's still a perception check. It's just
You're using it in a special way.
I didn't even realize sense motive.
specifically for sense motive. Yeah.
Sure.
yeah, I didn't even know that either.
Rose, you are most certain that she's lying. The rest of you are unsure.
I'll probably just step up and say, I think we just had too much fun last night. Don't worry, we're gonna go to bed. I'll just turn to Lucian and be like, Forrest, remember we're gonna sleep in the other room? Lucian, you have this room, right?
Just a nod.
Yes, well, sleep well.
He's at the idea that Forrest is sleeping here. Bethania says, clearly something's amiss. You guys have questions.
No, we're not going to the other room to sleep.
Wow.
She knows. Yeah.
Rose did not say wow. That's me
see.
just saying wow.
I see. Oh man.
Do you want to take Shayla's with you for us?
I'll,
Go ahead and
I'll just turn to
go ahead and
her.
roll a deception check there for us. Let's see what
Wait,
happens.
can I join? Wait, can I join to help with the roll at all?
Can
or
you
no?
join? I think that was what the plan was all along.
Yeah. Whatever. Have your laughs. Anyways, can I also help with the deception?
I mean, sure. Tell me how you're going to help with the deception.
Yeah, I'll just turn and give her like a really sneering, focused look, and like wink at her and be like, "You kind of interrupted."
With the two gentlemen? Okay, fair enough. Go ahead. Roll your. You can both roll deception. If Rose, if you get a 20 as far as your or above, we'll add to the Forrest deception roll. Okay. So Forrest, go ahead and. Ooh. Yeah, she's not buying it.
Forrest, why did you say anything?
So she asks if she can come in.
Sure.
Okay. Says thank you. She comes into the room, closes the door behind her, and sits down on the bed
Crawls into bed, falls asleep.
next to Rakana.
Next to Rakana?
Yep.
I would exercise caution next to that one.
Okay. She kind of puts her hand on Rakana's shin and says, "This one's exhausted. She needs her sleep."
Oh my god. I think I have enough sense here. I'm going to cast Electric Arc at her.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
What?
Here we go.
My jaw literally dropped.
And I guess that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh no!
That's a hell of a cliffhanger.
Oh.
All right.
man.
No, that's perfect. I can't possibly top that, so that'll be good. That's good.
We're running out of options. Yo, she's about to make us go to sleep too.
Wow, you guys are really, really paranoid. My goodness. All right.
Who?
This is
Who?
well, those of you who are awake. Yeah.
I know, right?
People who are awake are paranoid.
Fucking
Cal
murder
is
hobos.
generally paranoid.
Right? That's
But-
fantastic.
Yeah, he's
He's
super
asleep.
paranoid, and then he just went straight
See-
to sleep. Come on, you guys. Like,
No.
what?
Okay.
No, something's going on. for
Remember
sure.
back
It's
to the
just
first
sleeping.
day we got the sand point? I had to do a will save because food, because I was super fucking hungry. You guys are just
Yeah.
fatigued. You're overthinking it.
Okay. No, it's all right. It's all right. No, this is good. This is good. You're asleep.
Nah,
Shut your mouth.
nah. Everyone can't
Cal,
be trusted,
Cal's
yo.
not asleep. Cal's
Oh.
just not here.
Well,
Or not
oh,
Cal, Queso.
Yeah,
Queso-
Queso's
oh,
not
that's right.
here.
He's just not
Yeah,
here. Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
right.
here.
Oh, this could be great. Oh man, I cannot wait
A
for next
couple of
week.
alleys away.
Okay.
While he and Queso are just sleeping in an alley.
Maybe start looking into creating second characters.
Oh, I already have one.
Already
done.
have.
I have like 4.
Yep.
And
Fabulous.
I
All right,
have
well,
ideas for more.
interesting session today. As good as the insight into several people, like their psyches. So that's fun.
I'm glad I didn't go to that convention.
The heroes of
I'm
glad
so
that
glad I
you're
left with Shia.
That's fabulous. That's
I'm
good.
so glad I'm sleeping in the other room.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's gonna be make for an interesting next week. Next week is next week's normal week for me, so I should be good. The week
Right.
after will be a late start, but next
Oh,
week
the
we
12th?
should be good. Yeah, the
I'm
12th will be a late start.
probably gonna
That's
do
my-
the same thing next week. I'm pretty sure I work until like partway through the session.
Okay, yeah. Well, as long as you're recording from moment one, we don't want to miss. I mean, next week
How-
you've got to